Here we go. Let me get myself started here. Welcome, everybody. Thursday night football. We got one hell of a matchup here. We've got the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Washington on the road here in Green Bay. Green Bay's off to a great start. Beat their divisional rivals in the Detroit Lions handily, if I do say so. Um, and the Commanders, week one, were also at home, and they handled the their divisional rivals in the Green Bay in the New York Giants. So this is going to be a great one. I expect a great night for Jaden Daniels in the offense, but I really want to see how this defense is going to do against tougher competition. The New York Giants offense wasn't really great last week, so it was great to see the Commanders defense stop the run and do a great job in defending the receivers. The Green Bay Packers are a legit team, so this is the first real test for the Commanders. Packers gonna get the ball first here, so we get to see what this offense is gonna do for Green Bay and what this Commanders defense can do against these guys. So we'll see how this is gonna go. I need to see how the running game is gonna fare against Josh Jacobs, and I have to see how our secondary is gonna hold up against some of these receivers. What are you talking about, Reed? What you're talking about, Dobbs? They've got talent in that receiving core, and Jordan Love is off to a great start this season. So we need to see the Commanders defense show up early on and make some plays. First down and 10 here for the Green Bay Packers. They're going to hand it off to Jacobs. And Jacobs is going to be somebody they're going to have to look out for throughout the entirety of this game, because you let Josh Jacobs continue to do what he's doing, it's going to be a whole issue for this Commanders defense to deal with the entire game. What's up, keeping it real? I see you found your glasses. Yeah, I mean, I found my glasses after the stream ended, so I knew where they would most likely be. So as soon as the stream ended, I just went to go pick them up. So I wasn't really worried about the location of that, but it is what it is. Second down and 6 here for the Packers. Opening drive for Green Bay. Love in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off here once again. The Commanders defense does a decent job. Jacobs is able to pick up a few more yards, and third down coming up here for the Packers. Again, the Commanders defense looking to make a nice stop here early on in the opening drive for this game here. So first two downs, the Packers choose to run this football. Let's see what they're going to do. Let's see what they're going to do here on their first third down of the game. Third down and 3. Can the defense make a stop before it's a 3 and out? Will Green Bay be able to pick up the first down and move the chains? Here we go. Love in the shotgun. Third and 3. He's going to take the snap. He's looking towards his right. Quick throw. Fire. Caught. First down. He gets it to Wicks. Wicks. First down, Green Bay. It's a quick play. Great execution there to pick up the first down. That's just quick. I mean, that's good execution. That is good execution to get a man open quick in that situation. First down and 10 for the Packers. Love's going to fake the handoff, fires downfield. He's got a man open. It is caught. First down, Green Bay. Packers moving well. It is Wicks again. Early on, Wicks is getting some good completions here. First down and 10. Green Bay in Commanders territory now. They're going to hand the ball off, but good defense here. The rush defense of the Commanders gets there and makes the stop. Second down and 9. Love's going to take the snap. Fake the handoff, looking down the middle of the field. It is incomplete. Could not connect with his receiver. But a flag on the play. They're going to call pass interference. Of course. Yeah, that's a clear pass interference. Lattimore's already getting cooked early on, I see. Love it. Lattimore's already looking burnt. You love seeing it, don't you? You just love seeing Lattimore not do his job and get cooked in the opening drive. Because why not? First down and 10 here for the Green Bay Packers. Uh-oh, flag on a play. That might be jump. What's going on, Justice? What's going on, Nicholas? How you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good myself. Oh, my God. It's about to be on the defense? Really? I was about to say. False start on the offense here. Because they stopped the play. That has to be on the offense. Someone definitely jumped. Because if it was on the defense, they still let the play go. False start on the offense. This is going to be 1st and 15. At this point, you got to hope the Commanders' defense can at least hold them to 3. First and 15. Play fake here. Love going deep down the field. Incomplete. He was looking for Wicks. They could not connect. 2nd and 15 here for the Packers. Good defense here by the Commanders. They just couldn't connect there. Wicks is cooking this opening drive, and Love is giving him a chance. But they had him boxed up there. That's good coverage still. I mean, he had a shot down the middle of the field. If he just missed him, there's a chance that's 6 points if he could just hit him right there. 2nd and 15. Second and 15, quick throw here. It is caught. You got a 3rd and 9 situation here. Can you hold them to 3? If you are the Commanders, can you hold them to 3? All right, here we go. 3rd and 9. Love, deep drop back. Pressure's coming. Can they get to him? Flag on the play, a holding call. They're going to go down the field. Caught! Touchdown! Touchdown, Green Bay, but a flag's on the play. It was a holding call. It was a holding call. It don't matter. It was a hold. It don't matter. That's why I yelled and said touchdown, because I saw the hold. It's a holding call, but Reed is down right now, and he seems hurt. Reed is, oh, he's up now, but now it looks like he's holding his hand. He may be holding his wrist or something. He's hurt right now. They're going to check on him. I hope he's okay. Can't wait for the Green Bay and Steelers game. Should be an interesting one. Aaron Rodgers going up against his former team. You know, his first former team in the Packers. But yeah, that's a clear hold. That's a clear hold. As soon as I saw that hold, I knew it didn't matter what this throw was going to be. Touchdown, no touchdown, it don't matter. It's a clear hold. Look at him choke this dude. Oh, no, that's a clear hold. That's a clear hold. Take that back. That's a 10-yard penalty. Reed would have had 6 points. That's a great catch by Reed, but unfortunately, the play will not stand. So now it's 3rd and 19. And if you're the Commanders, you got exactly what you wanted. You have a chance to force a punt right here. You've got a chance to force a punt right here. If you are the Commanders' defense, you've got a chance to force a punt right here. So 3rd down and 19. They're now at midfield. So if you hold them and you don't give up a huge chunk of yardage, they will be forced to punt. 3rd and 19. Can this Commanders defense hold and force the Packers to punt? Here we go. Love takes a snap. Pressure's coming. He's just going to have to check it down. Somebody's going to have to go make a tackle. Somebody's going to have to go make a tackle. Somebody. You just gave up 17 yards on the 3rd and 19. Of course they're going to go for it on 4th down. Of course they're going to go for it on 4th down. He checks the ball down. Nobody's there to make a tackle. They're not going for this. They're not going for this. They're not going to snap the ball. They're not going to snap the ball. He's trying to get someone caught off. He's trying to draw an offsides. Oh, he snapped it. Incomplete. Let's go. Good defense. Let's go. Incomplete. He had a man open. I can't believe he snapped that. They looked a little bit unsettled. Why did he snap the ball there? Why did he snap the ball there? That's fantastic defense. Why did he snap the ball there? He had a man wide open for a touchdown, and the defender just comes in and knocks it. Way to go. That's 6 points. Just knock it out. I didn't think they were going to snap it. I didn't think they were going to snap it. I did not think they were going to snap it on 4th down. I did not think they were going to snap it on 4th down. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think they'd snap the ball there on 4th down. I thought Love was trying to catch the Commanders defense offside to try to pick up a 1st down. I didn't think they were going to snap it there. Especially with the way it looked like he was moving. He was under center and then he moved towards the shot. It was like he was under center and then he moved back towards the shotgun and then made another audible, went back under center before he snapped the ball. I did not think they would snap the ball. To be fair, he had a man open in the end zone for a touchdown. The problem is the Commanders defender just got in the way and smacked the ball down. That's 6 points that the defender doesn't make a great play. So it wasn't like the execution was terrible. The defense just made a great stop. So that right there is fantastic. That was a great stop. At least one Maryland team has a defense. Well, hopefully that stays to be the case in terms of tonight's game. Because they're going up against a tough team, and we're already seeing I'm already seeing Marshawn Lattimore get cooked. Not exactly liking Marshawn Lattimore getting cooked. So that's not a good thing. But good stop here on 4th down, and the Commanders offense comes on the field for their opening drive. Jayden Daniels and the offense get to start at their own, 33-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Washington Commanders. Jayden takes the snap on 1st down, checks the ball down here real quick. And a few yards going to be picked up here. 2nd down coming up here for the Commanders. Matt LaFleur is heated, bro. He's getting up in this ref's face because of what happened there. That was just wow. Didn't expect him to go out the ref, but I think the official thought it was going to be a field goal attempt, and they were actually going for it, and he kind of interfered with that. 2nd down and 7 here. Jayden takes the snap. Jayden, he's going to roll to his right. He's going to cut back. He's going to dodge defenders. He's going to try to buy time, and he's going to be taken down. Damn. Man, he's buying as much time as possible. Just couldn't find any space to take off. You're trying to cut it back. He takes a snap. Nothing's open. Everything's covered. The offensive line collapses immediately. Rolls to his right. Nothing's open. He tries to cut back to the left. And again, these Packers defenders are just right there, ready to just take him down. So here we go. 3rd down and 8 here. This offensive line has to hold to give Jayden some time. 3rd and 8. They're going to send pressure. Come on. Jayden takes a snap. Here we go. He's got time. He's going to step up. Nothing's there. Checks it down. He's got a man. And the Packers defense is all over it. Commanders offense is going to go 3 and out. Commanders offense is going to go 3 and out. Man. What's going on, Jalen? Appreciate you stopping by. Commanders go 3 and out on their opening drive, so they're going to have to punt this ball right back. And already, oh, good, look at this. Look at this play on special teams. And then he just ruined it. 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 For no reason. He just ruined it for no reason. There was no reason to do that. You already had him down, and then you kept spinning him. There was no reason to do that. You did extra. You already had him down. You made a great play and then proceeded to make a dumb play. They're gonna give them the penalty, bro. Because you already tackled him initially and then you decided to grab his legs. Oh my God, they didn't actually give it. In those situations, you usually see that flag and it really happens. I'm shocked they didn't let them, especially in Green Bay. In Green Bay, they did. Wow. Because look, he makes the tackle right here. He's down. And then he grabs his leg and then drops him again. I'm guessing he thought he didn't completely get him down, and maybe the other guy didn't think he was down as well. So maybe that's exactly why he felt the need to do so. Flacco will not be easy. Since he's the older. What do you mean he's the older quarterback in the AFC North? Flacco's the older quarterback in the NFC. In the AFC North? What do you mean by he's the older quarterback in the AFC North? Are you saying he's the oldest? Because that's not true. That's Aaron Rodgers. All right. Commanders offensive line is having some early struggles with the pass rushing unit of the Green Bay Packers. This is going to be concerning if this keeps happening throughout the game. What's going on, Josh? So fantastic punt here. And the Packers offense is going to start at their own 4-yard line. Jordan Love under center here on 1st down. Let's see what they can do on this second drive here. They were moving the ball well. Play fake. Love just going to dump it off here. Nice play to pick up the 1st down. How's the fam doing? Pretty good, you know. Doing pretty good. We all chilling. Jalen Reed is really hurt. He's in the locker room right now. First down and 10 here for the Packers. Love's going to hand it off to Jacobs, and Jacobs breaks through a little bit, but gets stopped right there. Picks up about 4 yards, maybe 5. No, looks around 4 yards. Second down coming up here for the Packers. I was correct, 4 yards. Second down and 6 here for the Packers. Love's going to take the snap. Looking towards his right. He's going to fire. He's got a man wide open, and nobody is there to stop him. The 40, the 30, inside the 20. He's dropped there. And yeah, Washington's secondary is getting beat right now. Just leaving dudes wide open. Leaving dudes wide open. Hey, dude, how you been doing? Fine. Out of the sports bar watching the game on my phone. Still disappointed about how the Ravens and Panthers played, but hey, it's only week 1, and we still got Washington. Yeah, I mean, Ravens are still same old for the Ravens. Ain't nothing gonna change there. How many old quarterbacks we have left in the AFC or in just in general? First and 10 here. They're gonna hand the ball off to Jacobs, and he's gonna be dropped right there. Maybe he picks up a yard. Second down coming up here for the Packers. I don't even know in terms. I mean, you got Flacco, you've got Rodgers, you still got Stafford. Honestly, in terms of the AFC, I mean, it's just those 3 guys. I think really I know it's just those 3 guys. NFC North all have young quarterbacks. The NFC South all have young quarterbacks, or at least younger quarterbacks. The NFC East is the same, and the NFC West again is Stafford. Second and 9, you got him rolling. Nobody's open. He's just got to throw the ball away because pressure was coming. Incomplete. Third down here for the Packers. I think it's really just 3: Flacco, Stafford, and Rodgers. I think that it's just 3. I'm ready. There's football to get my mind off of this crazy. Yeah, it's been crazy what happened in the last 24 hours, man. Oh, Russell Wilson. That's who I was thinking because he's still a starter in New York. Russell Wilson. So 4. Third down and 9 here for the Packers. If you can at least hold them to 3, it'll be worth something. Third and 9. They're playing man coverage here. Here goes Jordan Love. He's faster than our D tackle. Oh, what a shot! And he keeps his feet and picks up the first down. Geno Smith. Geno Smith. I guess he's kind of like. Then again, if we're gonna count Russell Wilson in this aspect, I guess you would say Geno Smith. Even though Russell Wilson came in, a few years before, Geno came in. I guess Geno would still count. But I don't know if we can really look at Geno. I don't know. In terms of old quarterbacks, I'm really thinking of guys that are really close to their 40s. I mean, we got guys that are like mid to late 30s, like a Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, but I mean, like Andy Dalton is not a starting quarterback. I'm talking about starting quarterbacks. There's probably a bunch of older quarterbacks that are backups. We're talking about starters. If we're just talking about quarterbacks in general, there's a bunch of older quarterbacks that are still backups, and I can't name them all. But if we're talking about starters, yeah, in that aspect. But I'd really have to like sit back and think how I would really look at the overall aspect here in terms of old quarterbacks. Like what is the age requirement? Because when you're looking at Flacco, he's 40. When you're looking at Aaron Rodgers, he's 41. Stafford's what, 39? Let's see here. Yeah, no, he's 37. Matthew Stafford's 37. Let's actually, if we're gonna look at that, I mean, Russell Wilson would also be. I don't know how old any of these guys are. Stafford's 37. Russell Wilson is, let's see, 36. Honestly, if we're gonna consider old quarterbacks 35 and above, no, Russell Wilson's 36 and Stafford's 37. No, Stafford's older than Russell Wilson, and Stafford came in the league before Russell Wilson came in. Let me see how old Gino is. Gino is 34. No, I wouldn't count Gino. Gino's 34. If we're just saying quarterbacks 30 and older are all old quarterbacks, then I guess so be it. I don't know. Gino is 34 years old. At this point, if I'm going to count old quarterbacks, I could at least say 35 and above is debatable in that aspect. Like Flacco and Aaron are definitely old. They're 40 and 41 years old. So, yeah, they're definitely old. Stafford's 37, Russell Wilson's 36. So I feel like you could definitely put them in that conversation as well. Gino's 34, so I'm not ready to put him in that conversation just yet. But he's getting up there. He's definitely getting up there. Secondary getting cooked. What else is new? You're going up against a top tier team. You expect the secondary to get cooked in some aspects. First down and goal here for the Packers. They're definitely getting in. 15 plays run here and 8 minutes for the time of possession in this first quarter. Fakes the handoff, touchdown. What? No resistance there. Touchdown Green Bay. That was way too easy. And yeah, Romeo Dobbs just got open with ease. 7 plays, 96 yards, 3.5 minutes to go. That was a 96-yard drive that the Commanders defense just gave up. That is not a good look. Fake the handoff. You have Dobbs coming on a slant, and Jordan Love just put it on him. Just put it on him. And he just beats. Look at this. He just beats him off the line so easily. There's no resistance there. It's just so easy. He's wide open. Ay vey. Commanders defense still looking the same. How do you give up a 96-yard drive? 7 plays to go 96 yards? How does that happen? How do you give up 96 yards in 7 plays? Come on, bro. At least the Giants got a bye week. I mean, at least the Cowboys got a bye week in the Giants. We'll see if that ends up being the case. Upsets happen all the time. Um, yeah, 7 plays, 96 yards, and Green Bay finds the end zone for the first time in this game. How do you give that up defensively? Give me a sec. Oh, no, my phone. Oh, boy. I gotta take care of this for a second. Look at Bryce. At least Washington's corners are better than Baltimore's. Not a single corner on Washington's better than Marlon Humphrey. And Marlon Humphrey wasn't even bad on Sunday night. It's just Josh Allen didn't really try Marlon Humphrey that much, and he didn't really try Kyle Hamilton that much. Again, when you have elite players, the quarterbacks are just not going to throw to them as much. Marlon Humphrey didn't do anything wrong in that game, not really. Neither did Kyle Hamilton. You go look at the other side. That's pretty much where the cooking was happening. Jaire got smoked all game. Jaire got smoked all game. So yeah, not a single corner on Washington's better than Marlon Humphrey. Not even close. Lattimore just can't cover anymore. He just can't. We gotta stop pretending that Lattimore's the same. Bro, it's a new season. He's out all off season. He is getting cooked, and it's nothing that's changing right now. So here we go. Let's see if the Commanders can respond here. Packers up 7-0. You're gonna need a drive, a really good drive from this offense here to try to tie the game. You are on the road. The good news is Washington gets the ball coming out of halftime, so you know you're gonna get something there. But you don't want to fall too behind. You're on the road here. On the road against Green Bay, a good team, a playoff team, as a matter of fact, and you're going up against a tough unit here. You don't want to play from behind. You don't want to be playing from behind. So you're down 7 right now. Second offensive drive of the game here. You got to come away with points. You absolutely got to come away with points here. They just went on a 96-yard drive. The defense is gassed. You don't want to put them back on the field. First down and 10 for the Commanders. Jaden hands the ball off and immediately, look at this. This offensive line's getting they're getting no hold. No hold. No resistance to these guys. Ekeler immediately got dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up here for the Commanders. Yeah, this actually at this point, I'm not gonna lie, Jaden. Yeah, looking at this again, Jaden got to read that and just take off himself. 2nd and 11. I'm worried, man. I am worried about this offensive line. They're gonna hand the ball off here again, and man, they're doing a good job in stopping the run. We can't afford to go 3 and out again. Give me a second, guys. I gotta answer this call. All right, we are back. Phone calls, phone calls, phone calls. Right now, Washington's having some trouble, bro. This offensive line is having some troubles. Okay, this offensive line is having some troubles. It's gonna be problematic, man. It is gonna be problematic. Ah, boy, they're having problems off with the offensive line. They can't hold that front seven, and if they're not gonna give Jaden time to throw, they're gonna be in some serious trouble. So, yeah, this offensive line is problematic. Um, It'll be funny if Daniel Jones wins a Super Bowl with the Colts. That's not happening. And then they'll make six extra players who won a Super Bowl by leaving the Giants. Daniel Jones is not winning a Super Bowl. I don't know what delusions we gotta throw into that. That's just not happening. We know realistically that's just not happening. But it's fun to dream. Hey, real, you think we got a good shot at winning a playoff game? You guys usually have a good shot at winning a playoff game, but I wouldn't trust it. Every year we see it, I wouldn't trust it yet, Josh. It's week one. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it. It's been the same story. It's always for the last several years. It's been 9-8. Steelers go to Super Bowl. The same story with Pittsburgh every single year. We've seen it. Aaron Rodgers is just the latest stage in that. And yeah, week one would make you feel a lot of confidence, but doing that against the Jets, not exactly the best. There were some aspects that did kind of go in the favor of the Steelers, the way it always goes. Rodgers was taking a good bit of sacks too because he's no longer mobile and can't move in the pocket the way he used to. So and your defense got cooked in week one to the Jets. That is still concerning. So I would look at that and I would sit back and say, yeah, I'd pump the brakes on winning a playoff game, especially because unless you have a top seed and you're going up against a lower team, I don't know if you guys can pull it off. You would need a top three seed. If you guys don't win the division this year, you're gonna have to go on the road, most likely the Kansas City, most likely the Buffalo, and maybe even Baltimore. And it hasn't really worked out for Pittsburgh in these wild card games where they have to go on the road. So if you're gonna win, you're gonna have to win. If you're gonna win a playoff game with Pittsburgh this year, they gotta win the AFC North. Because at least you'll have a home game against the lowest seed and you got a shot. Second down and 4 here as Jordan Love takes a snap. Pressure's coming. He's got all the time. They finally get to him. The defense sacks Jordan Love. That's what you need to see. The defense sacks Jordan Love. Third down coming up here. Third down coming up here. That's what the defense needed right now. You got to get these guys off the field. You got to get them off the field. Still believe in JD? Well, again, it's not specifically about JD. We know what he's capable of, but if you have an offensive line to block, and if they can't block and protect Jaden Daniels, he's not gonna have time to throw. Third and 14. There's no way they're gonna give up a huge play on third and 14. Guys, somebody's got make the tackle. Make the tackle. There you go. Fourth down. You hold them there. You force them to punt the football. So they're gonna punt the football. I don't like our chances against both Buffalo, Baltimore, and the Chiefs. Again, you guys always match up well against us. They're going for this on fourth down. Oh no, they're crazy. No, they're not going for this. They're not going. Nobody jump. Nobody jump. Nobody jump. They're not gonna go for this. Nobody jump. They're just waiting for the end of the first quarter. They're not about to snap this. Don't do it. There you go. They're not gonna snap that. They were just waiting for the end of the first before they punt this football away. But yeah, 7-0 game here after one quarter. Washington has some work to do, down by 7. But again, they still have plenty of time, and they just need to get to a good offensive drive going. We would need that fourth seed to play the fifth seed. You wouldn't get you would have to win the division. Okay, you're not getting a fourth seed as a wild card team. You have to win the division. The top four seeds are for the division. So if you win the AFC North and get the fourth seed, fine. If you win the AFC North and get the third seed, fine. You need to win the division to get a home playoff game. You're not gonna get the fourth seed if you don't win the division. So it comes down to that. Now, even if you get the second seed, that's not guaranteed. We all know what happens with the Cowboys when they have the second seed. Well, Pittsburgh's not exactly the Cowboys. It's not like the Cowboys are a team that has all this talent and just underperforms in the playoffs. The Steelers are this team that just gets to the playoffs, barely squeaks by, with somewhat meet with it's lackluster talent, it's decent talent. They're not a heavily talented team. They lean on their defense a lot. So it's not like it's not like the Steelers is this highly talented team that we expect to be a top three seed and compete for a championship. No, they are grinding their way to the playoffs, just barely holding on. So if they got the two seed, they might be able to win because it's in their house, because they're that type of team. If the Cowboys get the two seed, they're gonna lose because they have all the talent in the world. Whereas Pittsburgh is more of a grinding team because they lack talent in certain aspects, so they just have to play with physicality for a lot of this. Flag on the play. Commanders do get the ball back here, and they're going to be starting off around their own 29-yard line unless this flag's going to take things back. What's going on, Loyal to Houston? Appreciate you stopping by, man. Surprised y'all didn't cut Lattimore after he got cooked in the wild card and insecure. I don't listen. There was not a lot of options for them. They weren't gonna go trade for. They weren't gonna trade for Jalen Ramsey, and they weren't looking to sign any major corners that they could have got here. Lattimore was kind of just the only thing they had. Face mask on the Packers, so that's going to be a 15-yard penalty to move us forward. And you got to get the division to avoid Buffalo and Kansas City. If you get the division, you might get a team like Denver. You may get a team like Denver to come to Pittsburgh, which again will be a tough game no matter how you look at it, but still, you have a shot. First down and 10 here for the Washington Commanders. They're looking to tie this game. Started the second quarter here. 11 total yards in the first quarter. That's the fewest first quarter yards since week 7 of 2018, where they had 2 total yards. This Packers front 7 is legit, and they are bullying our offensive line right now. So here we go. Jayden Daniels in the shotgun here. First and 10. We gotta get some protection for this guy. Quick throw here to Deebo Samuel, and Deebo gets dropped. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but you just can't get anything. This Packers defense is just enforcing everything at the line of scrimmage, and we can't get any pull. We can't get any pull right now, and it's frustrating. They can't move the ball. They cannot actively move the ball. They're trying to run screens here with Deebo Samuel, and the defense is all over it. They try to 3-step drop back to try to get this out quickly. They can't run the ball. They can't pass the ball because the protection's not there. That front 7 is just gashing. Here we go. Another deep drop back. Jayden. He's going to have to check the ball down to Deebo. A defender slips, so you're able to pick up a few yards. Third down coming up here for the Commanders. You heard about the Jets player that got cut because of the fumble? Yeah, the Jets are apparently trying to enforce something this year. So you make those type of mental mistakes that cost your team, you gone. Third down and 3 here. Again, they can't really afford to keep going 3 and out. That defense isn't going to hold forever, and you got to at some point be able to put points on the board. This may be a 4-down territory for Washington, given the circumstances. You're on the road down by 7 early on. You got to convert, especially because you're in Packers territory now. 3rd and 3. You got to get this here. Jane's going to take the snap. I don't know if quick fires over the middle. It is caught for the first down. He gets it to Terry McLaurin, and I'm pretty sure that is Terry McLaurin's first catch of the season because he didn't have one last week. So first down, Washington. Commanders going fast here. They're in Packers territory. They're trying to go quickly here. Here we go. Play fake. Jayden. Nothing's open. Jayden's going to use the speed and take off to pick up a few yards. Second down coming up here for the Commanders. If the Steelers get a home playoff game, pray you don't get the Bengals. I mean, the Steelers, I think they match up well against the Bengals. I don't think Pittsburgh... I mean, again, the Bengals are always a dangerous team, especially in the playoffs. But I think Pittsburgh matches up well against the Bengals. Pittsburgh matches up well against every team in the AFC North. That's just how it's been. 2nd down and 9 here for the Commanders. They're trying to go fast, trying to catch his defense off guard. Jaden takes a snap. He's going to fire. Oh, he just missed the receiver that was open. Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 9. Great. Needed that check down right there. Instead, you're in a 3rd and long situation here. And nobody's open in the secondary because this defense is rock solid right now. Are they even going to get time? Micah Parsons is not going to give them time in the pocket. Expect Jaden to have to start, buying time. He's going to have to extend this play. Empty backfield here on 3rd and 9. Here comes the pressure. Jaden, deep drop back. He's got time. He fires downfield. Caught! He dropped it. And they're going to have to punt. Noah, you gotta hold on to that, dude. You gotta hold on to that, man. It's in your hand. You caught it. You have to hold on to the ball, dude. Oh, it touched him. Did it touch him? Did it touch him? Did it touch him? Did it touch? Show me the replay. Show me the replay. Show me the replay. They're fighting and saying it touched him. Show me the replay. You have to take a look at that at the very least. You have to take a look at that. You have to. You got to take a look at that if it touched him. They're saying it bounced off the ground, didn't touch him. I just want to see. You got to take a look at that. I don't know if they're going to take a look at it during the break, but Packers have the ball for right now. If it did bounce off of a Packers player, that's Commanders' ball right there. But if it didn't bounce off of a player, hey, man, then it's just Packers' ball. Ain't giving no replays, probably, but that's what you're supposed to do. Especially if it's a possibility that it touched somebody. At least during the break, you have a chance to go look at it if you want to, but it is what it is. I can't do nothing about that. Commanders are struggling right now, guys. Commanders are actively struggling right now to score the ball. It's not looking good right now. It is absolutely not looking good. They have got to figure something out, man. They absolutely got to figure something out. Hey. Commanders offense right now is just looking ugly. And you had a big play through that was a good throw by Jaden Daniels for a 1st down to move the chains and take you into field goal range, and instead you had it in your hands and you just don't hold on to the ball. 1st and 10, play fake here, and Jordan Love's going deep. He's got a man beating the secondary, incomplete. He just overthrew his receiver. Jordan Love had the rookie Golden open down the field. He was streaking down the middle of the field, and he just could not connect. What are these corners? Look at what are they doing? If Jordan Love is just a tick off on some of these throws. If he wasn't a tick off on some of these throws, we'd be getting blown out right now. Because these receivers are just streaking down the field on these corners, and they cannot keep up. Second down, they're going to run the ball. Please at least stop the run. And they're going to pick up 9 here for the third down. Well, they're going to pick up 9 here to make it third and short. Jordan Love is 7 of 7 for 122 yards and a touchdown with no pressure. With pressure, he's 1 of 4, 6 yards and a sack. Maybe we should pressure this guy more. When you're sending pressure, it's working. When you're sending pressure, it's working. Run defense got to come up big here because he may hand it to Jacobs. Third down and 1 here. We need the run defense to come up big if he's going to hand this off. Here we go. Run defense. Where were you guys going, bro? First down. This clock is starting to wind, and you're just looking at the Commanders' offense, and right now they're just not looking good. The Commanders' offense isn't looking good. The Commanders' defense is starting to look like burnt toast. They're starting to get cooked. They are starting to get cooked severely, and the run defense is starting to show some fragments there. Jordan Love is 8 of 12 for 128 yards passing and a touchdown. Kraft has 2 receptions for 72 yards because he was streaking wide open. I mean, these corners are getting beat. The run defense is showing some fragments here. He's taking another shot down the field. What are you doing? Another catch, but this time it's incomplete. He didn't get it in bounds. These corners are getting beat. Look at him. That's a catch. That's a catch. Right foot down, left foot, that's a catch. That's a catch. Look at this secondary just getting burnt. Oh, my goodness. That's a catch. He's just getting burned. He's just getting burned. Look at these corners. They look so lost out here. These corners look so lost out here. That's an easy challenge. You don't even need a challenge this really. I mean, well, they should probably just review it. That's a catch, man. That's a catch. I don't even think you have to go and challenge this. Yeah, they don't need to challenge this. Green Bay doesn't have to lose a challenge. They don't have to waste a challenge here. That's a clear catch. Just go back and review it. Look at these corners just getting beat. My God, they can't cover a nosebleed. I told you, week 1, man, you're going up against the pathetic Giants offense. Of course you're going to look that way. But now you're going up against a legit team with a legit offense, and these corners look like trash. Oh, boy. It's going to be that type of game. Washington's averaging 1.9 yards per play. Green Bay's averaging 8.7 yards per play. It's not even a contest right now. This team's about to go down 14-0 on the road here in a hostile environment. Offense can't do nothing. Defense can't stop nothing. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to hand the ball off to Jacobs. And Jacobs is just going to keep those legs trucking. And instead of it being a 2-yard gain, it is a nearly 5-yard gain. Because, yeah, run defense is getting cooked. Pass defense is getting baked. And Green Bay continues to move the ball. It's just, wow. O-line can't protect Jaden. Jaden's running for his life, trying to extend the play and buy time. And when he does find receivers, they drop the ball. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Second down here for the Packers. 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. Love, under center, takes the snap. He's going to check it down here as a man open, and he's just going to streak and get into field goal range. And again, this defense is just... This defense still getting burned against top-tier teams. Green Bay is going to be a real problem this year. They were a real problem last year, but now they are a contender this year because you get a Michael Parsons to add to this defense. So now you don't... And, man. Oh, boy. Just watching this secondary just get cooked. What are your linebackers doing in this situation? You got a man open underneath, and he's just streaking. Lattimore can't keep up with anybody. He's burnt toast. Everybody in the secondary is burnt toast, and they struggle to stop the run. Hey, they're going to hand the ball off in another run game. Finally, someone at least tries to make a play. Second down coming up here for the Packers. they're struggling to make a stop in the run game, but they're not getting completely burnt like the secondary. Every time Jordan Love drops back to pass, he has all the time in the world to do something. They need to send more pressure. They don't have a choice. They need to send more pressure. They need to send more pressure, man. 2nd and 11. They need to send more pressure. They have to send more pressure here. Love, play fake. Checks it down. Make a tackle. Oh my God. Make a tackle, dude! His defense ain't changed at all. You played the pathetic Giants defense and you thought you were doing something. You go up against a real offense with a real quarterback and I'm not saying Russell Wilson ain't a real quarterback. He's an old quarterback. He's out of his prime. He's a washed quarterback. But you're going up against a young quarterback, man, and a real young quarterback, and y'all just getting cooked right now, man. This is ridiculous. And the worst part about that, man, it's just he's right there, dude. He's right there. Make the tackle. He dumped it off underneath. This should have been a 3rd down situation here. Instead, no. Oh, they're going to line up quickly and catch this Commanders defense getting completely smoked. Hand the ball off. Touchdown. Not even. No resistance. 14-0. No resistance. Commanders getting embarrassed on Thursday Night Football. Just no resistance. They had a 96-yard touchdown drive and a 92-yard touchdown drive. I mean, can you be any more pathetic defensively? There are 2 offensive scoring drives of this game. 92 yards, 96 yards. What are we doing here, Commanders? What are we doing here? What is this defense even doing here tonight? 92-yard touchdown drive, 96-yard touchdown drive. 14-0. 7:34 left to go. Okay, so the Commanders' defense has not changed from last year. They are still the same team that's getting cooked in the secondary, with their run defense also showing some poor spots. Yeah, everything is looking real bad for Washington. Jeez, man. These corners can't cover. Lattimore is burnt toast. Why is he still out here? And it's all sorts of bad. 14-0. 14-0. It's already looking poor. And we can't get anything going because Jaden has no time in the pocket. I'm about to turn off the game. I don't blame you, man. It's just defense is not doing their job. Offense is not doing anything for Jaden. He's getting no time to throw. And when he does get time to throw, the receiver drops the pass. What are we doing out here? $14-0 here, guys. 14-0 here. It's not looking good. Not looking good for Washington right now. There's still plenty of time left in the game, but at some point you have to show some level of resistance. And right now, defensively, they look completely lost and gassed out there. They can't stop a nosebleed. Offensively, they can't get anything going in the run game because the front 7 is shutting everything down. The offensive line is getting pressured and bullied by their front 7, which means pass blocking is not where it needs to be. So the pass protection is just all sorts of messed up. Jaden's not getting enough time to be able to step into the pocket and throw down the field. And when he is getting enough time, even when he's taking these deep dropbacks, when he is getting enough time, he finds a receiver, it's in his hands, he drops it on a crucial 3rd down. In a situation where that takes us in the field goal range, and at the very least, we could get 3 out of this, and at the very most, we could have scored a touchdown to tie the game. Instead of him making that catch and, instead of him holding on to the ball because he caught the ball but lost it, instead of holding on to the ball as he's falling to the ground, he ends up having the ball knocked out of his hands. incomplete, and now we're down 14-0. You think McCarthy deserved Player of the Week with only one good quarter? I didn't even actually pay attention to Player of the Week, so I didn't even know McCarthy won. So I didn't know. I don't even know who the individuals are for the Players of the Week. So I don't have any response to that. I don't have a response to that. I didn't even pay attention to Player of the Week this year. I mean, this not this year, this week. I did not. I don't know who was the NFC Players of the Week. I don't know who the AFC Players of the Week is. I'm not interested in learning it though. I am not interested in learning who what a Player of the Week is. I'm not interested. Oh, that's the worst thing that could ever happen when somebody lands on when they land on that back foot, man. Oh man. You know what? I completely forgot Von Miller was on this team. I haven't felt his presence once tonight. I completely forgot Von Miller was on this team. Hopefully the player's okay, but this looks serious. Man, football's a dangerous game, man. You can just be hurt. You can get hurt just standing there because someone can run into you. And once you get taken down by the legs, when you're turned around, it's the worst case scenario, man. When's the last time we won on Thursday Night Football? I have no clue. Ah, boy. I hope it's not serious though. I really do hope it's not serious. But when they land on your foot like that, oy, it can be scary, man. It can be very scary. So we're just hoping and praying that he's okay. Yeah, with the Commanders, I don't know what they're gonna do, man. I have no idea what they're gonna do. What can you do in this situation? Like realistically, what can you do in this situation when you can't get any you can't you can't protect your quarterback. You can't buy time for him. The pass protection is getting bullied. You would hope a response would be there, but it's just like, man, this ain't looking good. Prayers up, man. The game must go on. 14-0 here. Green Bay is all but dominating the game. I mean, at this point, actually no, they're doing that too. They're doing everything right. Washington just can't seem to find anything offensively. And they just can't seem to stop anything defensively. It's a mess. It is a complete mess. 14-0. Something has to change here on this drive. And Commanders offense is coming on the field. 7:30 left to go here in the first half. Washington gets the ball coming out of halftime. So what you need right now is a drive. You need a scoring drive here. The Commanders cannot afford to give this ball back to Green Bay down 14 now. They're on the road down 2 scores. They absolutely have to find a way to put points up. I don't know, man. Go ask the offensive coordinator that. First down and 10. They have got to find a way to be able to protect Jaden and give him time to throw. First down here, they're going to hand the ball off. Merritt picks up 5 yards here. Not that bad. Not that bad of a start here. First half possessions for the Commanders. Punt, punt, punt. 2nd and 5. Jaden rolls. Nothing there. Fires. Caught! Juggled and caught by Terry McLaurin. That was scary. That ball was hanging in the air and could have been picked off, but Terry McLaurin he bobbles the ball a few times, but eventually makes the catch. First down, Commanders. Again, they're trying to go quickly here to try to catch this Packers defense off guard. And now Coleman is down for the Commanders. Oh my goodness, this is just bad. This is bad all around. It's getting bad out there. Now you got Coleman down. Ay. Gotta find a way to get points out of this drive. Jordan Love just watching on the sideline. He's having himself a good first half. Coleman's coming off the field, so it's another starter you're losing on the offensive line right there. So concerns are definitely made. Man, we'll have to see how this is going to go. I'm not trusting. I don't like how the offensive line is looking tonight. They're getting bullied. I don't know if we can fully trust these guys. And I now have to pray that Jaden Daniels is going to find a way to just scrape by, man. This is looking really rough right now. First down and 10 for the Commanders. They need points off of this drive. Jaden's going to have to buy time, man. This offensive line is not going to be able to hold. They're going to get to you with the 4-man rush. Jaden, play fake, fires, incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin, could not connect. Nothing's open, incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. Their secondary is holding up, bro. Their secondary is holding up. Nobody can get open in the secondary. And then in terms of being able to just hold on and give Jaden time to throw, you ain't seeing nothing, man. You ain't seeing nothing there. Boy. 2nd down and 10 here. This is rough. This is really rough in the first half. 2nd down and 10. Jaden takes a snap. Pressure's coming again. He's going to fire quickly. It is caught. And he's going to get close. He's not going to pick up the first down. He's short. Brown holds on here. He picks up 9. 3rd and 1 coming up here. And the Commanders have got to pick this up. Again, this feels like 4-down territory. 6 minutes left to go in the first half. You're down 14 on the road. You got to get some points out of this drive. 3rd down and 1, and you're going to run this ball. First down picked up here. And you move the chains. You're inside Green Bay territory. And again, you cannot end this drive without getting points. They are going quickly here. They're not trying to give any time for the Packers defense to try to get themselves settled in. 5:38 left to go here in the first half. Washington is going fast. The Commanders are in Green Bay territory now, trying to get points out of this drive here and try to close this gap right now because they're down 14. Here we go. 1st and 10. Jaden, pump fakes. Looking. Nothing's open. Jaden's going to take off. He's going to utilize the wheels, and he's going to be dropped. He picks up 5, maybe 6 yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Commanders. This is brutal, but you've got to just find a way to methodically move your offense down the field. You've got to move the chains. 2nd and 5 here. 5 minutes left to go. This is a crucial drive for the Commanders because they have to get points off of this one here. 2nd and 5. Clock continues to wind down. It's all good. They have to score a touchdown here to at least get this game to a manageable state. Jaden in the shotgun here. Making some adjustments here at the line of scrimmage. Here we go, 2nd and 5. Jaden is going to take the snap. Pressure's coming quickly. Jaden fires. Incomplete. Brown was completely smothered by the corner. There's just no space anywhere. There's just no space anywhere. No space anywhere. My goodness, man. This is a great play by Nixon. He just sits on the play. He knows they're looking for something short. He just sits on the play and just makes the play right there. Just jumps it to knock that ball down. Man, the pass rush is aggressive and putting pressure on Jaden, and that secondary is holding up. Their corners are holding up against our receivers. 3rd down and 5, and again, you've got to get points off of this drive. Oh boy, this is tough. 3rd and 5, you got to get points out of this, and you can't get sacked. Jaden, he's looking for the end zone. He's firing downfield. Incomplete, looking for Terry McLaurin. Oh, 4th down and 5. What do you do here? You got to kick a field goal. You got to get points out of this. But with the game looking like it is, do you not go for this here? Like I'm saying, I don't know. It's a tough one. You got to get points off of this drive. It's just not there. There's nowhere to throw this ball. 51-yard field goal, and I have no confidence that he's going to make this one. Please make it. He got it. He'll take anything. Field goal up and is good. You get 3 points out of this. Now with 4.5 left to go, you got to pray your defense can make a stop and don't give up any more points, and you can try to do something there. But man, there's just nothing open right now. The protection is they're getting the Packers pass rush is legit, guys. This pass rush is legit. Their secondary is doing a fantastic job holding up against our receivers. There's no time to throw. There's no time to throw the football. You can't get anything going consistently in the run game. Jaden's getting pressured every single time he drops back, and these receivers are getting locked up by their corners. This is just brutal. Meanwhile, the Commanders' defense can't stop a nosebleed. So what do you do in this situation? 4:22 left. Um, Packers offense getting ready to come on the field once again, and you're just looking around and saying, "Hey, man, is this Commanders defense gonna make a stop tonight, or are they gonna be able to do something?" The Packers have had two 90-plus yard scoring drives in this game. Two 90-plus yards, a 92-yard scoring drive and a 96-yard scoring drive. The defense is just not doing anything well, and the secondary is getting burnt. With 4.5 left, I could see the Packers just winding this clock down and putting up even more points before halftime. If this defense does not shape up, they're getting blown out tonight. No question. 1st and 10, a little bit of an end around situation here, good blocking, and another 1st down picked up. These guys ain't stopping nothing. It took a holding call for them to be forced to punt. Even then, they didn't even punt at the situation. It was a 4th down play. Yeah, this defense just ain't it. This defense ain't it, guys. This defense ain't it. This defense ain't it. This defense right now, man, it ain't it. It ain't a good look. It's not good what we're seeing right now. 2nd down and 2. I had thought they got it, but they gave him an 8-yard pickup. And Jacobs picks up the 1st down. But a flag on the play, you got to hope this is a holding call for the Commanders. And it is a holding call on the offense. This is a little bit detrimental here to the Green Bay Packers. You don't want to see that when you're trying to pick up a 1st down and continue to move the chains. So 2nd and 2 turns into 2nd and 12. If you're the Commanders defense, this is an opportunity to try to go make a stop and get the ball back to Jaden before halftime. So 2nd and 12 here. Love takes a snap. A little bit pressure's coming. He's gonna lob it up. So, make some blocks. Make some blocks. Make some blocks. Not make some blocks. Make some tackles. Excuse me. Make some tackles. Make some tackles, and that's what they do. They force Green Bay into a 3rd-and-long situation. The question is, can their secondary hold up here? Because if you can make a stop here, you're gonna get the ball back to Jayden before halftime, and he's gonna have a chance to try to go down the field and put some more points on the board before halftime, like I said. But yeah, they gotta make a stop here. If they don't make a stop here, Green Bay is milking this clock down to halftime, and they're putting points on the board. So this is their chance, man. It's a 3rd-and-long situation. You've got them on the ropes right now. They're not going to try to force the ball too much. You've got to make a play. But the question is, I think you got to send pressure, man. You can't let him you can't give him time to pass there. 3rd and 11. Look, you got to put pressure on him. And now he's got space. He's going to find time to throw. And now he's going to launch it downfield. He's got a man open. Incomplete. No flag on the play. Lattimore fought. Thank God Lattimore fought. Oh, my God. Incomplete pass. They're going to put the football with 2:14 left to go. The Commanders' offense will have one more chance before halftime to try to go close this lead out a little bit. 14-10 sounds a lot better than 14-3, especially knowing you get the ball back. You get a touchdown drive out of this one here with 2 minutes left to go. You make it 14-10. You come out of halftime with the ball. Now you got an opportunity to go take the lead. So here we need to see the offense step up and get into the end zone. They have got to figure out what they're going to do against Green Bay's front seven. If they can't figure that out, they're going to be in serious trouble. Here comes the punt. He's got space to return this. He's keeping his feet to the 40. Good return. Takes him around the 44-yard line. Good return here with about 2 minutes left to go. Jayden in the offense, they absolutely have to take advantage of this here. You got to go score a touchdown, make this a 14-10 game heading into halftime. That at least gives you an opportunity because you're coming out of halftime with the ball. You can do a 2-for-1 situation right here. Score a touchdown, make it a 4-point game heading into halftime. Come out of halftime with the ball, score another touchdown, you take the lead. Not saying it's going to be easy given what we've seen tonight, but this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to go and get this done. First down and 10 here for the Commanders. 2:02 left to go. This will be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Jayden's going to take the snap. Looking. Nothing's there. He's going to step up. He's going to try to beat the defender to the edge, and he's going to get it. He's going to pick up about 8 yards here, maybe 9. Second down coming up here for the Commanders. But that will be the 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. 2-minute warning just before halftime. Green Bay up 14-3. Washington looking to close this lead out, make it a 14-10 game before halftime. I'm just going to check this real quick. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, is what it is with that. Just gotta check. Anyway, Commanders trying to put some more points on the board just before halftime. 1:55 left to go here in the first half. The Green Bay Packers are up 14-3. Washington with the football right now, looking to go down the field, score a touchdown, and make this a 14-10 game just before halftime. Sterling Sharp is being honored tonight. Okay, yeah. Washington's going to lose this game. Damn. You know teams don't lose when they celebrating something. 2nd and 2. Hand the ball off here. They're going to pick up the first down. You got a little push, so you're able to get about 3 yards there. First down, Washington. 1:45 left to go in the first half. The clock is ticking. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, but Washington obviously knows they're going to try to. They know they can't get the ball back to Green Bay right now, so they're going to try to chew a little bit of clock here. 1st and 10. They're going to hand this ball off here. Very interesting with this conservative type play, knowing you should probably get 7 out of this. And they're really letting this clock go down. Okay, y'all do realize y'all got to get a touchdown out of this, right? I understand wanting to milk the clock, but you can't milk the clock too much to the point where you don't have enough time to be able to go do anything in terms of getting to the end zone. 2nd and 5. What the? What are you doing? Tunsil, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Parsons got Tunsil out here scared for his life. Look at that back pedal. Got him scared. He knows he's matched up against Micah Parsons right there. That man was scared. Oh, boy. 2nd down to 10. There goes up 5 yards. And now it's a 10-second run. There you go. All the time you were trying to wait. There you go now. 2nd and 10. Not even close. Oh, boy. They needed a touchdown out of this. I don't even know if they're going to get a field goal. 2nd and 10. Here comes some pressure. Jaden checks it down. Can he get some blocking with Debo? Debo's going to fumble the ball potentially, but he didn't. And they're letting this clock run down. They're not getting a touchdown out of this drive. Then they're just trying to play for the field goal, or at least play to make sure that the Green Bay Packers don't get the ball. And Green Bay's not calling no timeouts here. If you pick up the first down here, you've got to call a timeout. 30 seconds left in this first half, and they're just letting the clock wind down. Here we go. Jaden. He's got time. Fires downfield. Incomplete. Are they even in field goal range? Nothing going well offensively. They're not even in field goal range. They're not even in field goal range. What are we doing here? $58-yard field goal. Oh God, he's not gonna make this. 58-yard field goal. He's not gonna make this, bro. Well, there goes the first half. The bunch of nothing. There goes the first half. A bunch of nothing for the Commanders' offense. Whole bunch of nothing. You get the ball coming out of halftime, but they can't move the ball to save their lives right now. Commanders' offense can't do anything. We all knew he was missing that kick. We all knew a 58-yard field goal. Be serious. In Lambeau Field, be serious. He was going to miss that kick. And now with 14 seconds and 3 timeouts, they could go do damage here and get into field goal range. If they make this 17-3, we are in serious trouble. 1st and 10. Love with a deep drop finds a receiver. I mean, just why not? Why not? No, the secondary's not even trying, man. It's just 17-3 game heading into halftime. Yeah, this you can put this down as a loss. you can put this down as a loss. Secondary can't hold it. They can't do anything. Nope. They're not getting pressure on on Jordan Love. They're not getting pressure on Jordan. They're not making any sort of stops in the secondary. They're getting burnt. They're getting burned. You got to pray they don't give up a touchdown at this point. But they're giving up the field goal. It's about to be 17-3. They ran the ball too. Timeout. It's about to be 17-3. Wow, Jesus, man. I would have preferred he would have gone for it on fourth down. I just this is just such a bad first half for Washington. Defensively, they can't stop anything. Offensively, they can't do anything. 48-yard field goal, you know he's gonna make this and make it 17-3. So essentially, you washed away everything you did in the first half offensively. They can't get anything going, man. 48-yard field goal. Oh my God, he missed. Holy crap, he missed. It'll stay 14-3. That's not a good thing, but it's better than giving up points. So after one half of football here in Lambeau Field, the Green Bay Packers are up 14-3. The Commanders do get the ball coming out of halftime, but with the way the offense is looking, I don't know if they can score on this defense right now. Things are not looking good, but maybe that doink missed field goal could be some momentum that the Commanders take with them heading into the second half. We'll have to see how things go in the second half, but as for me, I got something to do, just like I usually do at halftime, because I really don't like it when I get interrupted during my streams, but things happen. I get phone calls and I get people calling me for things, so it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to see you at the second half. We'll see what the Commanders do then. They get the ball coming out of halftime. Maybe they'll be able to make some adjustments and figure out what they can do to try to deal with the pressure that Jaden is dealing with this front seven. They got to figure something out. Until then, guys, I'll see you in the second half. I literally just walked in to see Deebo Samuel coming out, sprinting out the locker room, ready to go. What am I looking for? There we go. Second half. Literally walked up, second half, just to see Deebo Samuel come out the locker room looking like that. That's what you want to see to start off a half. Commanders offense has to take advantage of this right here. Got to score a touchdown on this drive. Make it 14-10. You're starting off in fantastic field position. You are at the Packers' 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Commanders. You need it. You're going to start with a handoff here. Going to get some good yardage here by Merritt. Second down coming up here for the Commanders. Great job by Deebo Samuel coming out the locker room and making that play in special teams. Great return. We need something out of this drive, man. 87 yards of offense in the first half is not going to cut it against a team like the Packers. 2nd down and 6. Jaden takes a snap. Pressure's coming. He's just got to dump it. Incomplete. 3rd down's coming up here. Man, the pressure is just getting there every single time. The pressure is getting there every single time. Third down and 6. Third and 6. This is vital, man. You can't afford to give the ball back to Green Bay without scoring here. They're sending pressure. They're sending pressure. They're going to send 5. They're going to send 5. They're sending 5. Jaden takes a snap. Fires across the middle. It's caught! First down. They sent 5. Jaden got it out quickly. First down, Commanders. He got it to Zach Ertz there. Zach Ertz for the first down. Oh, man, he took some shots. Took shots right there, but it's one of those bang-bang plays, so a flag wouldn't be thrown there. 1st and 10 for the Commanders here. Jaden hands it off here. Hold on to the ball. Be careful. They're trying to knock it out. A pickup of 4. 2nd down coming up here for the Commanders. This is a tough game, man. This is a real tough game. They're going up against a really great team, and this defense is legit. So you have got to be careful. Protect the football here. You've got a great drive going here to start off the 3rd quarter. You've got to find a way to get in the end zone here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. Deebo's back out there. Drop back. Jaden checks it down to Deebo. Deebo Samuel trying to make some plays. And he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards. 3rd down coming up here once again for the Commanders. Oh, he picked up 3 yards, excuse me. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Commanders inside the 25-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. This is a situation where you got to score, man. It's a situation where you've got to score. You got to get a touchdown hit. You cannot settle for 3. This is 4-down territory if you're Washington. With the way this game's been going, this is 4-down territory. You have to be aggressive here. You cannot be passive. You have to be aggressive. 3rd down and 3. Jaden in the shotgun here. You got to convert. You got to convert here. Play clock winding down. You got to get the ball snapped. Here we go. Jaden got it off in time. Jaden, flag on the play, and he's going to be sacked. And there's going to be a flag on Washington for the hold. You got to settle for 3. You just can't get anything going offensively. Why do we have a rookie? They moved Michael Parsons to the left side to bully the rookie, and he just got smoked. There was nothing he could do. They sent pressure, man. They sent everybody, and it's just, oh, man. And now you got to settle for 3, and I don't trust the field goal kicking. 52-yard field goal. Good Lord. Good night, Irene. That's game. 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 They can't move the ball. And 2 missed field goals. 14-3, 2 missed field goals here. You have 2 opportunities to put some points on the board, and you proceed to do that. It might just be game. It might really just be game. Still plenty of time left, but not doing anything, man. It's just a whole bunch of nothing right now. We can't get anything. This offensive line is getting manhandled. Jaden's getting no time to throw. The pressure is ridiculous. Your kicker can't hit his field goals. What can you do at this point? And then we watching that next Thursday night game. Josh Allen about to beat up on the Jets and then just smoke the Dolphins. Ain't nobody gonna be here for that Thursday night game, bro. I don't want to watch abuse like that, man. That's crazy. It's gonna be animal abuse because the Dolphins are gonna get smoked. I don't know. I don't know what you can do at this point if you're Washington. Back-to-back missed field goals and great field position once again. As Jordan Love takes a deep drop back, throws over the middle of the field to a wide open man. I mean, this game is over, bro. This game's over. Defense can't stop anything. Offense can't score anything. It's over. Once again, the Commanders just showed that they're just not ready yet. They're not ready yet. They're not. It's going to take a lot of work for them to be one of those serious contenders. But you can't be a serious contender with your defense looking like this and your offense going ghost when you need them against top contenders. They're just not ready yet. They're just not ready yet. This is not a team that's going to beat the top tier units in the NFL when you need them to. They're just not ready yet. They're not ready yet. They're a young team for a reason. They're just not ready yet. Again, when they've sent pressure so far, it's actually disrupted Jordan Love. But for some reason, they're just not sticking with that aspect. They need to consistently pressure this guy, and they're just not sticking with it. Second down and 10 here. Second and 10. You've got to just send pressure at this point. And Josh Jacobs running free for the first down. Can't stop the run. Can't cover the pass. Can't do anything. Doesn't matter if he's short. They're going to pick up the first down anyway. Third down coming up here for the Packers. Oh, boy. Commanders need a miracle at this point. They're about to give up another 7 points. 3rd and 1. Play fake. Easy pass to a wide open man because you knew that's what they were going to go for. And first down, Green Bay. They're not stopping this offense, dude. They're just not. They're not stopping this offense. And you saw him in motion. Why didn't anybody follow him in motion as he was going? They just stood there and just watched it happen. It was too late by the time you recognized it. Oh, boy. First down and 10 for the Green Bay Packers inside the red zone now. They're going to hand the ball off here. And Jacobs, even as he's stumbling, he picks up about 4. But a flag's on the play. This could be on Green Bay. Holding on the offense. Can you hold them to 3? At this point, you just got to pray and hope they can hold them to 3. Oh, boy, can they hold them to 3? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Can they hold them to 3? Can they hold them to 3? Can they hold them to 3? Holding here on the Packers on first down, that makes it a 1st and 20 situation. You're not going to get another chance like this, Washington. You have to hold them to 3. First down and 20 for the Green Bay Packers. They are at the 27-yard line here. And a jump. Again, this is going to be on the Packers. That's going to be another 5 yards. False start on Green Bay. That's killing the drive here. You might be able to hold them for 3. All you just have to do is A, not get burned in the secondary, which you're doing a poor job in doing that because they're cooking you all damn day. And then B, don't pick up a flag. And you got a chance. 1st and 25. Green Bay is winning the game, but they have 6 penalties for 55 yards today. Not exactly a clean game from Green Bay. 1st and 25 here. They're at the 32-yard line. Love takes a snap. He's going to fire across the middle of the field. Look at this. Look at this defense. Look at this sorry defense, bro. Look at this sorry defense. Just streaking wide open. Nobody is playing defense. What is this secondary doing? 19 yards picked up on first on. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Nobody. What are you doing? Your assignment is him. Who are you looking for? That is your assignment, and you let him go right past you. What is he looking for? Jaden, it's going to be a long night, bro. Just get ready to get on the plane to head back to Washington, man. It's going to be a long night. Pack up. We traveled to Green Bay to put up 3 points of offense. Pack up, dog. This game is done. Pack up, bro. 1st and 25, and they give up a first down in 2 plays. This defense is not ready for anything serious. They're not. They're not. They're not ready yet. It's fine. They're not ready yet. It's clear as day. They're not ready yet. Veteran leadership don't matter. What are these veterans doing? They're old. Some of the veterans we have are old. They ain't doing it, man. They ain't doing much of anything. Bobby Wagner's okay, but he old. Von Miller, I didn't even know he was on this defense. Marshawn Lattimore, please. He's beyond washed. They can't stop anything. 1st and 25, and you allow them to pick up a first down in 2 plays? Ridiculous nonsense, man. Here we go. Love. He's got time. He's going to roll. He's just going to have to throw it away because when they're getting pressure on Love, they're actually doing something defensively. The problem is they won't consistently send pressure. Pressure him. Make him uncomfortable. You've had success when you've done that. Yet you keep backing up into zone coverage and letting your secondary get cooked. Y'all keep playing man to man and everyone's getting cooked off the edges. They get cooked off. These corners getting cooked to the outside. When you play zone, you're getting gashed in the middle of the field. When you're playing man, these corners are getting beat one-on-one. Second and goal. They found a way to get him down. Third and goal. You have to hold him to 3 here, man. It's a 14-3 game. You have to hold them to 3. You have to hold them to 3. There goes my mic. You got to hold them to 3. You have no choice. You have to hold them to 3. You've got to hold him to 3. Third down and goal here for the Green Bay Packers. Love takes a snap. No pressure. No pressure. Pressure him. Pressure him. Pressure him. That's it. If the Commanders would just do that, if the Commanders would just pressure him, they could get back in this game. All right, they'll kick a field goal here, man. It's better than anything, man. Fourth and goal here. Obviously, they're going to kick a field goal to try to make this a 17-3 game. 22-yard field goal, excuse me. 2020, I did it twice. 22-yard field goal. 22-yard field goal is up and good. It is a 17-3 game. 6:37 left. Can the offense produce anything at this point? You need points, and you can't continue to settle for field goals. Your kicker has shown you he cannot be trusted. You have to, at this point, you got to get aggressive and go for it in some of these situations, man. You can't trust the kicker at this point. You're down 2 scores. You've got to go get some points, man. They got to do something with Connerly. He is not it at right tackle. It's just not working out. Offensive line is not doing a great job blocking. They can't get the run game going because the amount of pressure they're dealing with up front. They can't get anything going in the secondary because their corners are holding up. Jaden Daniels has no time to be able to throw because of the constant pass rush. I mean, they can't do anything offensively. And then defensively, they can't really stop the run that much, although they're doing a decent job because Josh Jacobs hasn't been killing them today. They are struggling to stop the pass game. These corners are getting beat by these receivers on the outsides. And when they're not getting beat on the outsides, they're giving up huge plays in the middle of the field to tight ends. Somebody's going to go get Justin Tucker. That's their problem, dude. That's their problem. If they need the kicker, let them go do what they want. That's their problem. I ain't got nothing to do with us. Oh, man. It's just, it's getting ridiculous, guys. It is getting ridiculous. It is getting ridiculous now. This cannot continue. This cannot continue. Marshawn Lattimore is washed. Marshawn Lattimore is washed. Maybe he hasn't realized there yet. He's washed. Okay, he's washed. Lattimore is washed. He's done. It's over. Okay. They're not going to replace him, unfortunately. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you can do at this point. There's no other solution at that corner spot. The rest of the NFL, don't trade with the Saints if they got old players. Leave them. This is what it is. 17-3, 6:37 left to go. in the third quarter. They got Deebo Samuel out here in the return game, and he's done a decent job. But again, they can't get anything going offensively. They can't get anything going offensively. This is just a bad look. They can't move the ball against Green Bay. It's a bad look, but at the same time, this speaks to how good this Packers defense has become and how much of a game changer Micah Parsons is. He's a huge game changer because he's wrecking things right now. Our offensive line can't hold him, and it's just the amount of pressure he's bringing is overwhelming this Commanders offense, and you're seeing it happen in action right now. That's just how things go. This Packers, we saw what this Packers defense did in Week 1 to the Lions, and the Lions are a high octane offense. They led the league in scoring last year, and they got what 6 points? They looked awful, or 9 points, however many points they got. They looked bad. First down and 10. This defense is for real, man. Jaden takes a snap, deep drop back. He's got time to fire across the middle of the field, and it is caught. Got it to Ertz for about 8. Second down coming up here for the Commanders. Micah Parsons, they're using him in third down situations, man. He's out there in third down. They're limiting his reps right now while trying to manage him. And what's going on, George? They're limiting him right now in terms of his reps, and they really have him out here for third down situations just because they don't want to risk him right now. Second down here for the Commanders. They're gonna run this ball, and just nothing there. They can't run the ball. They're not giving Jaden enough time to throw this. I don't know what you do in this situation. Micah's coming in every third down to be a disruptor, and every time he's on the field, he's just crushing this offensive line. And they were ready if Jaden Daniels would have chose to keep it. They had a guy on the edge right there too. Commanders are 3 of 9 on third down today. Or no, I don't think 3 of 9 on third down today. Third down to 3. Another 3 and out for the offense. They are going to lose this football game today. Green Bay may go undefeated. I'm not making that assessment based off of 2 games, dude. It's too early in the season to make that assessment. Poor Dallas, but who cares? Jerry Jones made that choice. There's nothing you can do about it now. Feeling bad for them isn't going to change their season. And most of them have already moved on. Been real tired, man. Been real tired. I don't know what to say about this play calling too, because it's been relatively conservative too. But it's just like I don't know what they can do given the circumstances. They can't get anything going offensively. Defensively, they're getting cooked. They don't have a shot to win if they can't move the ball offensively. I don't know what to say, man. I do not know what to say. It has gotten bad. Oh, has it gotten bad? It has gotten incredibly bad here for Washington. They can't move the ball. They actively cannot move the ball. If you can't move the ball offensively, you're not going to put points on the board. And with the way the defense is playing, uh, it's one of those type of things, man. This defense is for real, man. This defense is for real. Steelers have a chance to win the division. I hope we miss the playoffs and John Harbaugh's gone. That's just my personal opinion. Baltimore is going to win 12 games and lose in the division round or something like that. We already know the story for the Ravens. We don't have to. We don't have to pretend, put any hope and optimism. Pittsburgh might win the division, but they'll probably. I don't know. They'll probably lose in the wild card round. That's been the story for the Steelers over the last decade too. The AFC North, it just seems like the roles are defined. Cincinnati is just expected to miss the playoffs due to coaching incompetence and a terrible defense. Baltimore is expected to win the division or at least make the playoffs, just to fail in the postseason for the 15 millionth time because of self-inflicted wounds. Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh is going to be a grinding team that's going to find a way to make the playoffs, and yet somehow they're going to get beat by the Bills or the Chiefs or whoever in that first round, because why not? And the Browns are just the Browns, so we know what to expect. I feel the Ravens are going to go crazy. What do you mean by go crazy? And win almost every game with this loss. Is that going to help them win in the postseason? They've had 12-win seasons. They've had 13-win seasons. They've had a 14-win season. Is that going to help them win in January? We already know this team is super talented and going to win. Not a single Ravens fan has any belief that we're going to miss the playoffs. We fully expect our team to win 12, 13 games. Are they going to get it done in January? Probably not. Nobody cares if they go crazy in the regular season anymore. You've been going crazy for years. You got a future Hall of Famer at the quarterback position. We already know what he's like. He's in his prime right now. We know what to expect from Lamar in this offense. Are we going to win in January? Can they put together 3 games based on what they've shown us? No. Sunday was just more of the same for the Ravens, choking. Just like they've been choking year in and year out for a long time now. Nobody cares if they go crazy in the regular season. Are they going to be able to do this in January? Not based off of what they've shown us. So what is there to hope for? 2nd down and 9 here for the Packers. Things are going pretty great for Green Bay. You got to put some pressure here. They're going to run this ball. You got to get them down there. Can this defense force a 3 and out? It's a 3rd down and long situation there. He may have picked up a yard or two, but 3rd and relatively long, 4:19 left to go. A 3 and out would be huge if the Commanders defense can lock in here, force a 3 and out, and get the ball back. You might get good field position. And Lamar's motivated every year. Motivated Lamar is not going to be enough to get us to the championship with the team still blowing leads in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 8. This is huge, bro. The defense has got to get off the field here. Send pressure on Jordan Love. You have to pressure him. There you go. There you go. That's what you have to do. This is what you have to do if you're Washington. To get back in this game defensively, you have to pressure Jordan Love. He has not done well against the pressure today. When you let him stand there in the pocket when you let him stand there in the pocket and give him all the time to throw, he's gonna find somebody down the field because our corners can't hold. But when you pressure Jordan Love, you're forcing him out of the pocket and he has to dirt the ball. This is how Washington's defense has to play this second half. You have to pressure. Someone go pull up the numbers. They showed in the first half. The numbers are night and day. When he's not getting pressured, he's dicing up this defense. When he's getting pressured, he's being forced to throw the ball away. He can't get anything done when they're pressuring him. You found something defensively if you're Washington. You've got to pressure Jordan Love. Now can the offense go find something by putting some points on the board? They're going to start in midfield. The Commanders need to send help on Micah. They've been sending help on Micah. Micah's taken on 2 defenders. In some cases, he's taken on 1 or 2 occasions so far tonight. They had 3 guys on him that he had to go through. Micah's just being a disruptor everywhere. And even when they're putting attention on Micah, this front 7 is still good, and there's other guys that are putting the pressure on Jaden. So I'm not exactly sure what this Commanders offensive line can do. I think you may have to start rolling Jaden Daniels out of the pocket or something. You got to give him time. You've got to give him time to throw the football. I wouldn't be surprised if they go undefeated next season and be 1-done. Dude, the Ravens could go 17-0 and everybody would still not be surprised if they end up folding in the playoffs. They can go 17-0 and go 1-done. But yeah, I don't know what you can do at this point if you are the Commanders' offensive line, because I mean they've doubled them. They've sent 2 guys at Micah. It hasn't worked out. They've sent 3. and it hasn't worked out. But again, you can't send. There's only so many people you can send because again, the Packers front seven is legit. So you can't just put 3 guys on Micah and assume you're still going to hold up as an offensive line and give Jaden time. If you put too many guys on Micah to cover him, there's other guys that are going to go make plays on this D line that's going to get to Jaden. So you have to manage that to an extent. That's why I really think they have to roll Jaden out of the pocket. They've got to roll him out of the pocket and give him time to throw the ball down the field. I haven't really been keeping up with I haven't been keeping up much with boxing as of recently. But I don't know, I'll probably still take Canelo in this fight. I don't know. But I haven't been keeping up recently with boxing. At least not this year. Usually I would keep up with it, but this year I've not been keeping up with it that much. First and 10 for the Commanders. They're at midfield. You got to get points off of this. You need a touchdown. Jaden has time. He's going deep. He's got a man. It's caught! They can't get anything on this defense, man. Noah Brown, you had a chance there. Oh, my God. Noah, you've got to catch that, dude. I know it's not easy. That's not even close to being an easy catch, but we need guys that are going to make plays. Second and 10. Jaden fires over the middle. It's caught by Zach Ertz, and Ertz is fighting. He's spinning. And he's going to be down right there, 2 yards shy of the first down, third down here. It's 4-down territory at this point. You got to sit back. If you're Washington, it's 4-down territory at this point. If you don't pick up this first down, you're going to have to go for it. They got to go fast, and they got to see if they can pick up a first down here. You know they're going to put pressure up on the interior offensive line because they know you're going to try to run this for a first down. You got to be ready. Here's the run. They're ready for it. But Ekeler fights to pick up the first down. He's close. I don't know if they're going to give it to him. He's short. They're saying he's short. You got to go for it here. You can't even run a quarterback sneak here. You can't run a sneak. This line is not strong enough to hold a sneak. So Jaden's in the shotgun here. And I think Jaden's got to take this himself. Jaden's got to take this on 4th down. He has the speed to get this. This has got to be a quarterback draw. Oh, my goodness. I would have preferred if Jaden would have taken that. Ekeler had to fight. First down. First down, Commanders. We need something out of this. Jaden, drop back. He's looking, and he's going to get sacked. He just has to hold on to the ball and take that. Man, this rookie, this Connolly's just getting smoked tonight. That right side, they're abusing the hell out of that right side, man. You can't do nothing there. Second and 18, nothing you can do there. You got to get yardage on this, man. This is crazy. Second and 18. Jaden fires down the middle of the field. It is held on, so it is caught. Ertz with the hands, man, makes it 3rd down and manageable here. And again, it is 4-down territory for the Commanders. They got a whole 4th quarter, and this game is far from over, but you've got to put up points at some point. You've got to score here. 50 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down coming up here for the Commanders, and they got to get something out of this, man. You can't settle for another field goal at this point. You're running out of time in the game. It's 4-down territory the rest of the way if you're the Commanders. You've missed 2 field goals at this point. You have to go for this. 3rd down and 7. Empty backfield here once again for Jayden Daniels. You're just going empty right now and just trying to spread the field. Oh, boy. Jayden, he's got time. He's going to fire downfield. And it's just nothing there. He's looking for Terry, incomplete pass. Jayden took a shot, and you got to go for this on 4th and 7. You can't settle for a field goal. You have to go for this. Dan Quinn, you know you don't have a choice. You got to go for this. The kicker's already missed 2 field goals. You might as well go for this as well. But now it's 4th down, so what do you do in this situation? Because the Packers are just going to send pressure. They keep abusing the rookie. They're abusing the right side. At some point, you've got to shift extra protection on that right side. You need extra protection on that right side because that right tackle is getting bullied. 4th and 7. This is it here. You can't settle for a field goal. You got to go for this here. Empty set once again for Jayden Daniels. He's going to take the snap. Deep drop back here. He fires. It's caught. Flag on the play. That's a 1st down. What do you mean it's short? He had that. What are you talking about? That's a 1st down. We got bailed out. We got bailed out. Hobbs held Ertz. We got bailed out for the 1st down. We got bailed out. We got bailed out. We got bailed out. Ertz got held. We got bailed out. We got bailed out. So 1st and 10 for the Commanders in a do-or-die situation because if they don't get it there, I mean, the game's over. They're going to probably try to get one more play before the 4th quarter starts. Final play of the quarter. Jayden. Nothing's there. Jayden's just trying to create something with his legs, and he's just going to run out of bounds. And that's going to end the 3rd quarter. So after 3 quarters of football, I mean, the Commanders just can't get anything going. 17-3 game here. I don't know what else to tell you, man. It's really bad. This Packers defense is for real. This Packers defense is for real, and we're seeing the offense of the Commanders just suffer for this. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, the offense is struggling everywhere. They can't get anything on this secondary. The secondary is locking up the receivers. Terry McLaurin can't get anything. He can't get open. The secondary is locking up, and even if they could, they don't have time to get open because they don't have time to throw. This front 7 looks legit, man. This pass rush is legit, and this secondary is doing a fantastic job in holding up, given the fact that they know they got a pass rush that can be dangerous. Thought Scary Terry and Debo would be a pretty good duo, both shut down tonight. At some point, we got to sit back and say this is probably more about Packers being a good defense right now. Like I said, if we had faced off against them in week 1, if this was week 1 and this is happening, that's fine. But we watched what they did to Detroit. Detroit led the league in scoring last year, and them boys couldn't get nothing on that secondary. So we got to give credit to this defense, man. The pass rush is not giving Jayden any time to be able to find guys, and the secondary is holding up so well against our corners that there's nothing you can do. It's cool. You got those two guys, and I'm sure they're going to be able to make plays throughout the year. But right now, the Packers defense right now through 2 games looks legit. What they did to the Lions looked legit. What they're doing tonight right now is just pure dominance on the defensive side. You can't get anything on these guys. 2nd and 10 here. Jaden immediately gets to see Micah Parsons in his face. And Jaden gets flipped. Not exactly what I want to see my quarterback go through here. Can they please, dude, if Micah Parsons is going to line up against the rookie, can you please give extra protection there? He can't hold him. He can't hold him. You got a rookie against Micah Parsons, and he can't hold him. For the love of God, help the rookie. Help him. Do something. Shout out to Dylan. Dylan Dillinger is the GOAT for the $10 donation. Appreciate it, my guy. 3rd down and 9. They can't hold Micah Parsons, man. The rookie's getting cooked. Please, please, please. And now Washington's going to use one of their 3 timeouts in the situation where they're probably going to need it down the stretch in the 4th quarter. But if you can't get anything going, what can you do? Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 18 yards. Austin Eckler, 7 rushes, 12 yards. Jaden Daniels, 14 of 24, 88 yards passing. We can't get anything going tonight. This defense is shutting everything down. Jaden Daniels is running for his life every time Micah Parsons steps foot on the field. It is disastrous. This is awful. They don't have a shot to win tonight. This Packers team is a problem. 3rd down and 9. Micah is lined up against that right tackle again. Watch what happens. 3rd down. Oh my God, you got it to Terry McLaurin. He makes the catch and he picks up the 1st down. Finally, we get something to Terry here. Yeah, of course, the Ravens play them this year. What else is new? They'll probably lose that game too. Who knows? 1st and 10, Commanders. Oh boy. 1st and 10 here for the Commanders. Micah Parsons again lined up on that right side. Jaden has time. He's going to check it down here. Here we go to the 10. Come on, can you get the edge? To the 5. Fight! Touchdown! Touchdown! Finally! You put points up in a big moment. Zach Ertz making the play. He gets into the end zone. Touchdown, 11 plays, 50 yards, 5 minutes taken off the clock. It's not over just yet. We have some life finally for the Commanders. Now, what we need the defense to do, go out there and pressure Jordan Love. Send the house, pressure him. Send the house and pressure him. Send the house and pressure him. Pressure Jordan Love. Please pressure Jordan Love. You've got a shot here now. You got a touchdown out of this drive. 13:45 left to go. Please get the extra point, man. 13:45 left to go here in the game. You're down 7 now. You have a shot. The defense has to step up here. Put the pressure on Jordan Love and force him to get rid of the ball quickly. That was a must-needed drive. They had to score a touchdown. They had to score a touchdown here. This is a toughie tonight. You knew you were going up against a tough team. Still have some hope left. There's some life left in this game. The defense just has to make a stop, get the ball back to the offense. And, they went empty, they went fast. They managed to get some plays there. So hopefully they can do something, man. Hopefully they can do something. There's some life left. There is some life left. Come on, guys. There's still some life left. You're not out of it quite yet. There's still some life left. You're not out of it yet. Keep the fight going. Keep the fight going. You're not out of it yet. But, man, you gotta hope the defense holds up, man. You gotta hope the defense holds up. All right, let's put that down. 17-10 game here with 13:45 left to go in the game. The Commanders finally respond and put up a touchdown. Zach Ertz gets into the end zone for the touchdown, and the Commanders have life. Now you're asking this defense to go out here. It's going to be a touchback. You're asking the defense to go put pressure on Jordan Love. All right, guys. Still time left in the game. Not quite over. You know what you can do. You've pulled off comebacks before. Question is, can you hold Jordan Love and get the ball back to your quarterback? Like I said, they may have figured something out. When they put pressure on Jordan Love, there's the pressure. They still get beat off the outside there. They brought some pressure, and they still couldn't get there with the corners. First down, Green Bay, man. They brought a little pressure, but the cornerback, again, has to stand tall and hold. First and 10 for the Packers here. This defense has to step up, man. Play fake. There's a pressure. Is that a backwards pass or incomplete? Don't. Dog. Oh, my God. They're going to call roughing the passer. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll lose the 5. I'll take it. It's better than I thought they were about to sit back and actually call some sort of I thought they were about to call a roughing the passer or something like that. Marshawn Lattimore is beyond cooked, man. This guy can't cover anymore at all. I mean, look at this guy, bro. He's just done. He's so damn cooked. It's not even funny. Take him out the oven, bro. He's baked. Man, forget about cooked. Forget about baked. He's done. Take him out the oven. He's done. He's done. All right. Marshawn Lattimore is done. Again with the motion, and nobody's following. Incomplete pass. Second down coming up here for the Packers. Receiver had a chance on that one. Just could not connect there. Second down coming up here for the Packers. 12:58 left to go in this game. Defense knows they have to make the stop and get the ball back to Jaden. Sending pressure. And you missed the tackle off the edge on Jacobs. You missed the tackle off the edge on Jacobs, and he ends up picking up about 5. If you get him right there, it's a 3rd and long situation. You can't afford to miss these type of plays. You missed them off the edge, and you just gave up 5 yards now. So now what is this? 3rd down and 5, 3rd down and 6? Buddy is done. Buddy's done. He had the whole off season to get himself right. Buddy's done. Okay, so I don't know what to tell you. I don't have much expectations from Lattimore at this point. Buddy looks done. 3rd down and 6. Send the pressure. Send the house. Pressure him. Pressure him. Pressure him. There it is. Pressure. Pressure. Get to him. Get to him. Oh my God. That's got to be holding or something, bro. That's got to be offensive hold. That's got to be an offensive hold. No, that's got to be an offensive hold. They can't do anything. They can't get a stop. They can't get a stop. They can't get a stop. They just can't get a stop. They just can't get a stop. They can't get a stop at this point. I don't know what to tell you. The clock is just ticking. It's a 1-score game, and if you give up a touchdown here, it's back to a 2-score game. If you give up a field goal, it'll still be a 2-score game. You had an opportunity on 3rd down. You pressured the dude, and you messed up. Even if it would have been incomplete, illegal contact would have allowed them to pick up the 1st down no matter what. Second down and 8. Someone's got to make a play. And look at this. You just not look at the guys not blocking. Look at the lack of blocks. No one even tackled Williams. He just tripped up on his own. He was heading to the end zone. Nobody even tackled him. He just tripped. First and 10 for the Packers. Another missed tackle. Somebody's got to make a play, man. Somebody's got to make a play. First down, Jacobs. And they're just going to run this clock and just score a touchdown at this point. First and goal for the Green Bay Packers, man. It just looks like they're heading to the end zone here. Play fake. Oh, look, you got to receive a wide open touchdown. That's game. You finally scored a touchdown, made it a 1-score game, and the defense proceeds to just get smoked again. You guys are really something, bro. You guys are really something. Eh, it looks like it really looks like it's gonna be that type of timing where it's not gonna be able to make the stop, bro. It's that type of timing for the Commanders tonight. You're down 24-10 now. I don't see um what else you could really do in this situation at this point. The Ravens and Commanders aren't even in the same. They're not even the same situation. It's not the same team. It's not the same situation. It's not even comparable. Um, who do you dislike more, Chiefs, Steelers, or Bengals in that order? One Bengals. Sorry. One Steelers. One Steelers, two Bengals, three Chiefs. I always take a precedent of hating the division rivals more than teams that are outside of the division because we see the Steelers and Chiefs twice. I've said the Steelers and Bengals twice a year. The Chiefs, maybe we see them once a year, and maybe we don't end up seeing them. It just depends on how things go. But yeah, in terms of what I dislike more, Steelers one, Bengals two, Chiefs three. 24-10. So I guess your outside hated team will be the Bills and the Chiefs. I guess in this era, yeah. I mean, the Patriots aren't the Patriots anymore, so I don't have that level of animosity and hate towards them. But in this era, yeah, this era Ravens football, it would be the Bills and the Chiefs. In the previous era, well, the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys. In this era, sorry, this current era be Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys. In the previous era, it'd be more so the Patriots, the Titans, and the Cowboys as well. So like Cowboys, that hate ain't never gone away. But before it used to be the Patriots and Titans. Nowadays, it's the Bills and the Chiefs. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. 8:57 left. The game's technically not over, but you gotta score and score quickly. Commanders got to score a touchdown on this drive, so it's four down territory, and they've got to find a way to make a stop defensively. Jaden Daniels dodges a defender, just going to take off and try to pick up some yardage. Can't afford to lose yards here, so he's trying to go get as much as possible. He's only going to pick up about two. Second down coming up here for the Commanders. 8:43 left to go. Again, it's all about just trying to buy enough time to just make a play. And again, time's not on their side. They're down two scores. They have to go score a touchdown on this drive with plenty of time left to be able to get the ball back to try to go tie this game up. So they've got a lot of work to do. They can't keep wasting time here. 8 minutes can go by just like that. Second down to nine. Here we go. Pressure's coming again. This time he's got to do a delay handoff. And it's not really going to do much of anything, but again, you're picking up yards to make it a little bit easier for yourself. So third down and manageable here. And yeah, it's four down territory. The Commanders already know that. They got to pick up the first down no matter what here. So they got to go quickly here. 8:05 left to go. Third down and four. Guys got to get set. Michael Parsons is on the left side. You'll take that over him facing off against the rookie on the right. So here we go. Third down and four. You got a shot here now. Protection needs to be there. They got to give Jaden a little time to find somebody, and you got to have a check down for this one. Here goes the blitz. And the ball got batted in the air. Incomplete. Four down to four. And now you got to go for it because this is the game. This is for the game. If Washington does not pick up this first down, the game is over. Here it is for the game. Incomplete. And that's game. All right. Green Bay's going to win this game. I am not going to stick around to deal with the rest of this. I'd rather just spend that time. I actually have to make my prediction video for the Ravens and Browns, so I'd rather get started on this tonight so that I can post it tomorrow. But yeah, it's as good as done here. Okay, tonight it's over. It's not their night. They got manhandled all damn day and just couldn't do anything there. It's a wrap. With 7:42 left to go and a turnover on downs, the Washington Commanders have suffered a horrible beating. It just goes to show they're not ready yet. They're not at the top of the top yet. They're not ready to face off against the top tier teams. It's just not their time, man. It's just not their time. It is what it is. It's not their time. It's a wrap. So, you just have to live with it being the case, and you just got to go from there. So, yeah, that's basically it at this point. I am going to end the stream here tonight so that I can more so go focus on making my preview video so I can upload that tomorrow because I'm not doing it tonight. I'm not going to upload it tonight. I'll upload it tomorrow for you guys so we can preview the Ravens and Browns. But in terms of this game, I think it's good to say that the Green Bay Packers have won. Congratulations to the Green Bay Packers for getting this win. I don't know what the final score is going to ultimately be because they're in prime position to add even more points to the board, and they may look to do so. I don't know if they will, but they may look to do so depending on how things go. But they're going to win this game. Barring a turnover that somehow changed, a pick six or something that changes the game, they're going to win this game most likely. 7:42, 2 timeouts left, turnover on downs, down 2 scores, and they get the ball in your territory. That pretty much is a recipe for a victory for most teams. Ravens will find a way to blow that, but the Packers aren't the Ravens. So, yeah. With that being said, I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. This has been a disappointing loss. I was hopeful we'd be able to compete better. I wasn't quite sure whether or not the Commanders could win tonight. I was hopeful it would be a more competitive game, but we just did not look like we belonged in the same field with them tonight. I mean, their defense completely shut down our offense. There was nothing we could do. Offensive lines got bullied. They got bullied all night. They got bullied all night. Jaden Daniels had no time to throw the football. And it's just frustrating. Offensively, that rookie right tackle got bullied all day by Micah Parsons. They can't run the football on Green Bay, so they can't run the ball. They can't block. They can't run the ball. Their offensive line's getting manhandled. They can't protect Jaden Daniels in the pass game, and the receivers are getting locked up by the Green Bay Packers corners. Nothing was going well offensively. Then defensively, they couldn't consistently stop the run, although they did a pretty good job, or relatively good job on Josh Jacobs. So they couldn't consistently stop the run, and they just got smoked in the pass game. Look at him going deep. He's got a man. And I don't know why they're trying to air it out when you have the chance to put this all on ice. They're just trying to go for the big shot for the touchdown. I'm not exactly sure why they're trying to do this. Miami's trying to get Shedeur Sanders. I guess I don't know anything about that. I haven't heard any reports about them trying to pull a trade like that. So I don't know where you're getting that reporting from, unless you're just guessing that they're trying to. But I haven't seen any report in regards to that. I could always check later on though. But yeah, the Commanders defense, they got bullied today. They did a relatively good job against the run game. They didn't really let Josh Jacobs go off like that. But in the pass game, they just got cooked, bro. They just got cooked, man. The corners got cooked. Marshawn Lattimore is not cooked. He's not baked. He's done. Doesn't even look like himself anymore. The Commanders secondary can't hold up against these wide receivers. Their pass rush did a decent job when it brought pressure. They did a decent job against Jordan Love, but they didn't bring pressure nearly enough to really impact the game. And he still made plays even when they brought pressure. Offensively, I don't think this was a huge offensive game for the Green Bay Packers. You got 24 points. I'm not saying it's a bad outing, which again, this is great to see what they're doing offensively, but it's been kind of weird because the Commanders had opportunities here throughout the game. And look, they just stopped them in 3 and out, and now they got to punt the football potentially here. Or they could go for a deep field goal. So now 6:47, your defense forces the 3 and out. Green Bay tried to get aggressive here, and they weren't able to make it pay off. So now the clock stops. I was just about to head out. The clock stops because the defense forces a 3 and out. And now they're going to have to punt? They're gonna get this. They're gonna make it 27-10. 56-yard field goal coming up here with 6:47 left to go in the game. C7 is it's week 2, dude. It's literally been 2 games. And anyone that watched them last year saw that they were not going up against the toughest of competition. Their record against the toughest competition was not good, and their record against mid to sub tier competition was great. So everyone already kind of knew the Commanders weren't this major dominating factor. We already knew what the Commanders were. You're doing this under a rookie quarterback last year. You knew they weren't this world beating team. But given what they had to face off against and what they were able to accomplish in the playoffs, they did a really good job and surpassed everybody. Now we're 2 weeks in. I mean, they're not playing well against a contending team in Green Bay, obviously, but it's not the end of the world. It's week 2, especially because they have a bunch of new pieces on this team that they're trying to make work. And right now, things aren't going well tonight. But you just see what you can do at the end of the day. The field goal is up, and he got it 27-10. That basically puts this game on ice in case anybody needed to see it. It's a 3-score game at this point. So the game is over no matter what the Commanders do. Had he missed the field goal, you have a shot. He made the field goal, that's good. So that gives me the opportunity to leave. With the score being 27-10, we can officially say the Green Bay Packers have won this game. They're up 17 with 6 minutes left. It's a 3-score game. There's nothing the Commanders can do. Had he missed the field goal, there's still life left because you would get the ball there. Now you need a touchdown. You score quickly. You put the defense out there. You get a 3 and out. You go score to tie the game up. But now that it's a 17-point game, it's officially over. It's done. With 6 minutes left, you're not going to be able to come back from a 3-score game. So the game is on ice. You can officially wrap this up. And with this being wrapped up, I will call it a night on the stream. I want to thank everybody for pulling up to today's stream. This is not exactly the result I wanted. Obviously, I wanted the Commanders to win, but more so, I wanted the Commanders to look competitive against Green Bay, and they failed the test against that Packers defense. We knew this Packers defense coming in tonight looked legit. We saw what they did to the Detroit Lions in week 1. So we knew it was going to be a challenge on a short week for the Commanders to go on the road to Green Bay to try to take on this team. We knew it was going to be a tough task. It was going to be a tough challenge. And we got exactly what we expected to get. A tough physical football team that was going to bring the pressure and the energy. We weren't able to match that energy. We weren't able to handle their pressure. We got manhandled throughout the entire game. This is how things just went for the Commanders tonight. They still got time to try to go put more points on the board, but in all honesty, it really doesn't matter if they put points on the board or not. They're down 17. There's nothing you can do given the circumstances. The game is over. It is wraps. The Commanders had opportunities. You missed 2 field goals. You have a turnover on downs. There was opportunities for the Commanders to try to close this game out. When they made this 17-10, you needed the defense to step up and force a punt. What did they do? Give up another touchdown. So there's nothing you can do in that situation. The opportunities were there for Washington. They did not execute. It is what it is. So you move on with that. You got 10 days to rest, and you'll head into week 3. Let's see. I don't know who their week 3 matchup is going to be. Let me actually take a look at this here. Let me see who the Commanders are going to face in week 3. Disappointing loss here. Tough one. You go on the road to take on a tough Super Bowl contending team. They got the Raiders in 10 days. So you got Las Vegas in 10 days coming to Washington. You're gonna be at home against them. So yeah, tough loss that you suffered today. But you're gonna have 10 days to move on, and you're gonna have to look to be prepared against the Raiders in 10 days. So it is what it is. The next several games for the Commanders, they got the Raiders, then they've got they got the Raiders, then they got the Falcons, and then they have the Chargers, followed by the Bears. Then you've got the Cowboys, and then you've got the Chiefs, followed by the Seahawks. Then you got the Lions, then you got the Dolphins, and then you get your bye week because once they play the Dolphins, they'll have their bye week, and then the following week after that, they'll have the Broncos, followed by the Vikings, the Giants, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Eagles to end the season. So yeah, the Commanders have a pretty tough schedule this year. They've got a much tougher schedule. That's why I think their win total is going to be less this year than it was last year. But I think they still have a shot to make the playoffs. It's just they're going up against the Packers team that's looking at Super Bowl right now. This looks like a contending team. So yeah, right now with 6 minutes left, the Commanders are just going to go fast and try to put points up as much as they can to try to do something. But it's not. Ultimately, this game is over. So yeah, I'm gonna head out now. Commanders, there's 6:25 left. I guess I might as well stay for it. Just see how this ultimately ends, so I can give you a final score. Quick throw for Jaden. At this point, you just play prevent defense. 6 minutes left. You're just playing prevent defense if you're the Packers, because you don't want to overly give up a bunch of stuff. I'm not even sending pressure like that. Second and 10. Jaden checks the ball down again. Pressure just comes to him, and he just gets hit right there. Third down and 10. Third down and 10. Jaden checks the ball down to Deebo Samuel. Samuel's going to pick up the first down. Uh, you hurry up to the line and you keep going. Again, it's just one of those things where you're just trying. Packers defense looking tough. Yes, they are. And Austin Eckler's down. That is not good. Oh boy, he's really hurt. Yeah, he's looking really hurt right now. I hope he's okay, but he seems to be in a lot of pain. Oh no. That might be his Achilles. That might be his Achilles. That might be his Achilles. I just gotta pray it's a cramp or something, bro. I just gotta pray it's a cramp or something, man. We can't lose Eckler this year, man. I just gotta pray it's a cramp or something. I don't know what's going on, bro. I just I just gotta pray it's a cramp. We'll get the report later on, but I gotta pray it's a cramp or something. First and 10. Jaden pump fakes, nothing there. He's just gonna have to fire this down the field. He had a wide open man inside the 15. And McCaffrey, he gets it. Luke McCaffrey, he's gonna get it, and they're gonna move down the field. 5 minutes left. They're gonna try whatever they can to try to get back into this, but you know how things go. 5 minutes left. Jaden takes a snap. He's buying time. He's gonna get out the pocket. He's gonna fight for those yards. Second down here. He's gonna try to get up, and they're gonna try to hurry. And Jaden Daniels is limping. Yep. Twisted his ankle right there. And they landed on it. Oh, this is just great. This is just great. I'm suffering this year, huh? Fire over the middle is caught. To Terry McLaurin. Just yep. Landed right on his ankles. And took a shot to the face. And this is just fantastic. This is just now our quarterback's limping. This is exactly what I wanted tonight. Week 2 is exactly what I wanted tonight. I'm already dealing with the crap that the Ravens are giving me, and now Jaden is gonna be limping. Pass interference. I'm just Austin Eckler might be an Achilles. I'm hoping it's not. That might be an Achilles. So Austin Eckler might be dealing with an Achilles situation, and Jaden Daniels is limping. 3:43 left to go. They're just trying to score a touchdown. First and goal for the Commanders. Again, this is just the Packers playing prevent defense. It's too late now, but you at least want to see if you can get something out of this, I guess. And Austin Eckler is being carted out. Yeah, that might really be an Achilles. Yeah, the look on his face, man. You can tell. Oh, yeah. First and goal for the Commanders. 3:43 left to go. He only got one timeout left because you were forced to use a timeout because of a substitution issue, which again I don't know how that really works in this situation. You got Terry at the top of the screen, and somebody jumps, and it's a false start. What a miserable night. First and goal. Jaden takes a snap. Pump fake, nothing there. Jaden's just taking shot after shot after shot, and I'm seriously concerned right now. Jaden is getting banged up. He's limping, and he's just he don't want to go out the game. I appreciate him being a warrior, but we can't afford for you to be compromised, bro. Take care of yourself, dog. The game is over. But we respect our leader for trying to tough it out here. I just don't think he got to take off anymore, man. You just want to be safe, man. Be careful out there. 3 minutes left. The game's already over. Everybody knows this at this point. You just got to be careful, dude. Second and goal. Quick throw to Deebo Samuel. Samuel fights to get into the goal line. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel gets in. And, this is kind of a, what's it called? Silver. This is kind of a, what's it called? A Pyrrhic victory. You're able to at least get something out of this. They're going for 2, which, doesn't really change much of anything here. But, it is what it is. I just don't. I don't like this decision here. Where the game is over. We know Jaden Daniels is a warrior, but I don't want this guy to get banged up in a meaningless situation here, knowing that we can't come back from this. We're down 17, not 14. We were down 17, not 14. Even if you get this 2-point conversion, it's not going to change anything. It's not. That was a jump by the defense. They get the 2-point conversion with McCaffrey, And it's going to be 27-18. It's a 9-point game with 2:53 left. I mean, they can't come back from this. Twenty-seven 18. Look at this. Jaden Daniels took a shot there, man. I'm concerned. We don't need our quarterback taking these shots. He's a warrior. He's a fighter out there, but we don't need him taking these shots. I'm dead serious. We don't need him taking these shots. This is an aspect of the game that the NFL has actively ruined. You can't do any more surprise onside kicks. The Saints literally won a Super Bowl pulling a surprise onside kick, but nowadays you have to declare an onside kick. This is so dumb to me. It's so dumb to me. It's just so dumb to me, man. It's so dumb to me. You gotta declare an onside kick. Eh, You know Green Bay's getting this. Well, couple first downs here and the game is over. They're gonna stop Jacobs here, and they're gonna use their timeout. Oh, he's out. He's done. They just ruled him out with he's on. He's done. He's done. Austin Eckler's done for the season. They just ruled him out with an Achilles injury. He just tore his Achilles. He's done for the season. He's done. He's done for the season already. He's non-contact injuries. You know he's done for the season. Austin Eckler's done for the season. Fake the handoff here, and he's just gonna eat the sack. Green Bay knows that no matter what Washington does at this point, it's basically over. 2 minute warning here, which means the Packers now have to punt this football. If it was not, if it wasn't a two possession game, Washington would have a chance. But what would have to happen is Washington has to score a touchdown, and then they have to go for another onside kick. If the Eagles beat the Chiefs Sunday, the division's pretty much done. I mean, you're free to make that assumption. You're free to make that assumption. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree. But yeah, you're free to make that assumption. The game's pretty much done, but of course, the Commanders want to go out on their shield and at least try to score and make this look like a decent game. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. 4th and 11 here. You're just gonna touchback here. 147 left. I mean, you at this point you're hoping for a miracle because you need the offense to go score a touchdown. They don't even have to get a 2-point conversion. Score a touchdown, kick the extra point, and then you need a 2-point conversion. With the way this game has gone, obviously nobody expects the Commanders to be able to go pull that off. Even if you get the touchdown, I doubt you're getting the 2-point. I thought you're gonna get the onside kick. Sorry, you get the touchdown, get the onside kick, get the ball back, kick a game-winning field goal. You need all that to happen with no timeouts in the minute 47 left. That's just not going to happen unless the Packers just choke beyond belief. I'm just concerned for Jaden, man. At this point, with this being mostly a lost cause, I just don't want that guy to end up getting hurt. But they're fighting out there. 1st and 10. Jaden just going to check the ball down to Deebo Samuel, who's making guys miss. Deebo Samuel just making people miss right now. And you know they got to get this lined up quickly. 132 left to go in the game. Not much really here, but you still want to try to fight to the end, I guess. I respect him for trying to fight to the end. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught. Ertz, 1st down. You get back up. 119 left to go. You got to get lined up quickly and go fast. Time's just going. .108 to go in this game. 2nd and 10. Jaden takes the snap. Ball gets batted in the air. Incomplete. Third down and 10. 104 left to go in this game. Third and 10. Jaden in the backfield. Empty set. Jaden's got time. Dirks it. The Ertz incomplete. 4th and 10. 57 seconds left. Last play of the game. If they don't convert for a 1st down. This is the game here. I mean, the game's already over, but this is the game here. 4th down and 10. 57 seconds left in the game. Sending a 4-man rush and backing Sever up into coverage. Jaden, incomplete. And that will end this game here. The Green Bay Packers are going to advance to 2-0 on the season. They win this game 27-18. Washington, they're going to fall to 1-1 in the season. They're going to have 10 days off before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders at home. So get ready for that. Micah Parsons puts this game on ice, man. He got the pressure, which forced Jaden to shift out of the pocket, and he ended up underthrowing a pass because he was pressured and then took a shot, a mini shot from Micah Parsons. The Micah Parsons effect is a real, man. It's real, and you could see it here. And this guy could be the difference maker for Green Bay to win a Super Bowl. This is a real thing, man. Packers defense allowed 246 total yards last week. Tonight they allowed 230 yards today. So this defense is off to a great start. They're not giving up a lot and they're just making plays. Green Bay is a legitimate Super Bowl contender with this type of defense, with the way the offense has been looking through 2 weeks and how they're making plays. Green Bay is serious. This is a legit contender, and you have to understand that this is the case. This is a legit contending team, and you have to recognize that. With that being said, that's it for me tonight. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Be sure to stay safe, everybody. I'm out of here. Take care, be safe, and peace out.